Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Ashley and this is Ashley Talks Movies. Welcome to my channel. I know my channel has been a little quiet the last week or so, but that was just because I was really busy and I didn't have a lot of time to watch any new movies, let alone do any new reviews, but I've since watched a new movie and I now have a new review for you. So the movie I'm going to be reviewing for this video is called Let Him Go. It's a new old-fashioned thriller starring Kevin Costner and Diane Lane. They play a couple who live on a ranch in Montana with their son, their daughter-in-law, and their grandson. But tragedy strikes, their son dies, and their daughter-in-law ends up remarrying into a new family, and this new family is not good at all. They are pretty terrible people. Before I get into the full review of this movie, while I have you here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos, and also hit that notification bell so you get notified every time a new video is posted. Alright, so on to the review. So Let Him Go is set in the 1960s, as I mentioned before. It's set in Montana. The story also takes place in the Dakotas. And I remember seeing the trailer for this film and thinking, this looks like a slow burn kind of thriller. And that's pretty much exactly what I got. And that's not a knock against the film at all. In fact, I loved that aspect of it. I did like how it was a slow burn. If anything, to me, the best way to describe this movie is it just has sort of this quiet, subtle intensity to it. It really just sort of draws you in slowly, and as you get to know these characters and everything that's going on, you're waiting for the shoe to drop, right? You're waiting for something bad to happen. There's just like this sort of impending dread that looms over things, and I really, really loved the pacing of this film, the beats of this film, how all of that sort of plays out. Again, keeping you on the edge of your seat, waiting to see what's going to happen, but just slowly getting you there. The wide open spaces of Montana and the Dakotas, the mountains, the fields, the plains, the lakes and rivers and all this stuff, and these wide open like roads, it's just this really remote area. And so everything is kind of quiet. They live on this ranch. It's a quiet life. You don't really see any neighbors around. It's just, everything seems very, small in a lot of ways. And then, but there's this sinisterness that's happening again with the story, like as it unfolds, like, bad things start to happen. And so it's just like you have this really beautiful landscape, but then, the backdrop of this sort of really somber story. The cinematography is also great too. I really loved how this film looked in terms of the color. I really liked the camera work here, and just again capturing those really wide open spaces and the beauty of this area. Yeah, and also showing you like how vast it is, with just the mountains, the landscape, and everything like that. So it just really great job with cinematography there as well. I have to say, of all the things in this movie that I liked, I think the thing that worked the best for me, the thing I liked the most of this film, were the performances, especially when I'm talking about Kevin Costner and Diane Lane. The two of them, individually, they did great jobs with their performances for their characters. Kevin Costner, he plays this older retired sheriff. He's sort of gruff and grizzled, and Diane Lane plays his wife. She's this mother figure, and she's really fierce. And they do such a great job with this character. Again, their performances match the movie in that their performances are very subtle, very quiet, not over the top in any way, just really nice performances. And then together, they are so great because they have such great chemistry with each other. I totally believed that they were this married couple. This couple had been married for decades. And part of that is there's so many scenes in this movie, the two of them together, where their characters don't actually say anything to each other. They just sort of give each other glances or little looks. And immediately the other character, the other person knows exactly what the other one is thinking or about to say or about to do. And you, the audience watching that, you get a sense of what's about to happen too, just from them looking at each other. And you can tell, like, it's just like they have this sort of nonverbal communication with each other because they've been married so long. It's just they just know, and it really comes across in the performances, and you totally buy, like I said, you totally buy them being this couple that's been married a very long time. Lesley Manville is also in this movie, and I will say about her character, and she plays it. Her character is just literally the worst. But she does a really great job with the performance. But I will say, her performance was so different than the performances of everyone else in the movie that it took a little bit for me to adjust to what she was doing. Like when she arrives in this movie, she's like at a level 10, and her energy is just very different. And like I said before, with Diane Lane and Kevin Costner's performances, again, very subtle, quiet, and Manville's performance is just on a whole different level. And it almost feels like she's in a different movie, but it fits her character. So it wasn't a problem for me so much. It's just an adjustment. Jeffrey Donovan's also in this movie as well, and he does a really great job. He plays the uncle of the guy that their daughter-in-law marries, and he's this family that she marries into is just, they're the worst. And he does such a great job with that character as well. So once you watch the movie, the title "Let Him Go" could take on or be applied in many different ways, and I love that. I love that about the movie. So anyway, I really enjoyed the movie. Those are my thoughts on Let Him Go. Let me know what you think about the movie in the comment section below. Share your thoughts with me. While you're here, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you see more videos like this.